Hi everybody. Okay, so I watched this episode of Bold and the Beautiful earlier today, but then I realized as I was watching it that I had watched it when it was actually aired on real time, but I didn't realize it because, like I said, I don't think of episodes as episode numbers. I just remember the storyline that was going along with it, and then I'm like, oh okay, oh yeah, I remember that scene, so it's like that, but it's 8899. And it was actually a nice episode because it was a wedding, or like supposed to be a wedding, but of course it didn't go through. But I'm gonna go through all the stuff why it happened that way. Okay, so as I said before, I've been watching retro episodes for a couple weeks now because I just kind of was like, oh, this might be interesting. And also, I kind of am late to the party for Bold and Beautiful because when I started watching it, I was fresh. I didn't know who anybody was, nothing. Okay. So I had to learn character names, relationships, all the stuff on the fly. And then when somebody else would notice another character or say that it was played by somebody else, I didn't know that. Now I kind of know all that and I have a Rolodex in my head, but I didn't at the time. Okay, so case in point for two characters actually. Thomas Forster was most recently played by Matt Atkinson, who I love. And the first portrayer was Adam Gregory, but I didn't know the name. Okay. And then for Taylor, as y'all should know by now, she was first portrayed by Hunter Tylo, and then she was portrayed by Krista Allen, and now she's portrayed by Rebecca Budig. So I know the trajectory of Taylor. I just didn't really know the trajectory of Thomas. But okay, so this episode, like I said before, was made in 2022. So about 4 years ago. Depends on the date when they actually did it. It might be 3+ years or four, you know. Okay, so the storyline is Taylor is getting married to Ridge for the umpteenth time. And we all kind of know that Ridge is going to leave Taylor again for Brooke at some point. So I'm saying in the back of my head before they even start, why are they doing this? Because it's going to go kaput. But, I go with the story. Okay, so I am all female. Okay? Means I love a man in a suit. So wedding episodes are great. You get to see every man in a suit. It's awesome. Meanwhile, also dresses, great dresses, and cake and a plenty. So I'm like, whoa, excited. Then we see Taylor in the wedding dress, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna go south. And then I see Ridge, the newest Ridge, Torsten Kate in a suit, and Eric in a suit. And I'm like, cool, okay. And then now we're just in the prep stages. They're not actually gonna say their vows in this episode, which I've talked about this piece of it before. Sometimes, usually, now say usually, they have the wedding where it's split up into two parts at least, because you have all the prep and then you have the part where they get to the aisle and say the thing. Now, sometimes it's three parts if they intend for somebody to break up the thing, then it turns into three parts because you have to have the interloper in there, right? Okay, so the interloper is not going to be your usual suspect. it's Douglas. Because, and this is when I remembered I saw it, was when he didn't want to tell somebody, but told somebody about the text messages that his dad sent to make it sound like Brooke called whatever on, called CPS on somebody to piss off Ridge so that he would break up with Brooke and be with his mother. Okay, so Thomas sent the messages so that Ridge would get pissed off and be with his mother because Taylor is Thomas's mother. Okay, I got it. But Douglas is a kid, so you don't think that that's going to be the problem maker for a marriage. So even when I saw it the first time, I was like, what? This kid is going to break up the marriage? Wow. Okay. But, I guess, once again, going into the theory of if it's a cute kid, you'll forgive it, So I guess. Okay. So, which this is the weird part. Eric is trying to be the voice of reason here, which that's not the funny part. The funny part is, okay, wait a minute. I'm giving it a few seconds to put together my thoughts about this. Okay, so it's not funny that Eric did it. John McCook is a great actor. Just want to put that out there. Okay, the reason that I laugh is because there have been many people to try to tell Ridge you shouldn't be with Taylor because the love of your life is Brooke. Okay? And he doesn't listen to any of them. So I'm like, that's why I said, why is Eric trying to say anything? Because it's going to go in one ear, out the other, and nothing is going to be done, fixed, whatever. That's the only reason I laugh. I love you, John McCook. No disrespect here. Okay. So on the other hand, we have Taylor getting ready, and Taylor is nervous, and she's actually the point of view of the audience a little too, because she says, well, Thomas says, why aren't you more happy? And she says, I would be, but I'm going to be happy once they pronounce us man and wife, because apparently they have problems getting to that point. So it was kind of a serious yet comic relief episode. So I enjoyed it. All right. Bye, everybody.